I liked was when we developed that unit with Brad.
Yeah.
For the grade 12 English class, and like that was the more applicable stuff. And when we taught, when I taught the English 9 class, and when we taught the English 11 class, and we were brainstorming like how to teach creative writing.
Yeah.
Which is something that both of us are like, you can't really teach creative writing. How are we going to teach creative writing? And then, like, so that stuff was always more significant than any other part of it. Like, it was very supportive, and it was awesome, and take that away, it would have been a different experience. But it was the being in the classroom, was the high school classroom.
Yeah, and I think...
was what shaped me. Like, that's what sent me into my first practicum prepared.
Right.
Was that I had already practiced being in front of a high school classroom. It wasn't even the fact that I had taught before, because I had taught elementary school kids in Korea, ESL.
Right.
Totally different ballgame.
Right.
The only thing that made me do was get comfortable with children, which they're really cute, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But...
And I think also, like, was interesting, because that was in October that we did that, you know,
yeah,
if I'm
it was
not
beginning
mistaken.
of October.
Like, it was pretty...
It was mid-October, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. It was like, I think it was just after Thanksgiving or something like that. Because I remember designing it, and you had to go to your parents' house for Thanksgiving dinner. Her parents have awesome food. Anyways, but I remember, like, working this out, and actually at that point, both of us had already, like, made some connections with the students, and we were already, like, integrating that.
And we were really comfortable teaching that class, because we knew
that. Yeah, it was really interesting.
But the funny thing is, like, we talk about how much stupid stuff we tried, but because we had the connection with the students, like, if they looked at us and said, okay, we know what this is, like, what are you doing? We were kind of like, just go along with it, just be cool. Like, we didn't really, it didn't faze us that we kind of looked like experimental idiots.
No, I mean, I remember feeling nerves and discomfort, but
That was funny. That was a lot of fun, though.
That was fun, right? And I think also, like, after that, we were, like, pretty cemented in that classroom, like...
Well, we were, and also, I don't know about you, but for me, that was kind of like, okay, I used to make a fool of myself in front of little Korean children. Right. And that was awesome. They loved it, because they thought it was funny. And now I can do the same thing with high school kids.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can just try new stuff, and either they'll go for it or they won't, but they won't actually dislike me any less for it.
Yeah. Or
like me any less for it, I should say. So it's kind of, that also allowed us to try new things later on.
Yeah. Because
we weren't like, oh God, are they going to respect us? Like, they did.
Yeah.
Because we had forged these connections with them already.
Right. I think that's a really huge
And
key.
because we didn't shy away from it while it was happening, or even after the fact. Like, we still kept talking to these kids and having conversations.
Right.
So it's kind of, you just gotta, like, push past you don't cower with embarrassment, just push past the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Just eat it up.
You just kind of live in that embarrassment.
Yeah.
You just, like, be in it, and you're kind of comfortable with it.
Well, that's a nice person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.